Alrighty, so some sub replays from the clan. Been playing TDs recently, so I put a big shout out to the guys to see if they'd been doing the same thing, what they'd been up to, how they were doing. And as usual, the bunch of noobs actually just immediately came back and posted a load of great replays, which are all better than mine. And hey, why am I in this clan? They're a lot better than I am. Anyway, so this evening I'm just going to pop this one in before we play the tournament later. We're going to lead off with the Kashmir Tiger. It's a Tiger, and he is driving the Gorilla. He's pushed off right, which is entirely the right thing to do on this map, and he's going to camp like an absolute boss, at least to start with, in the corner. What I quite like about this game is it's a typical Kashmir Tiger game, in the sense that this guy just doesn't panic. He kind of reassures me that he always says, I was shaking, I was doing this, I was doing that, it was tough, and yet when you watch his replays, he's just cool as. So he's camped up in the corner, absolutely deluxe here, and he's just basically watching the game unfold, taking his shots. And I like this game from the point of view that he's kind of missed. I watched it the first time. He's missed the first 3 shots. He hasn't landed a single shot. Doesn't really matter. He's a minute and a half in. He's in an absolutely excellent position. He's done 646 damage, but he's just totally calm. And the other thing I love about this game, by the way, is the chat. The chat is absolutely amazing. So we've got a kill on the Yargaroo at the back. Yeah, no worries. And he's just sat here having a good look at what's going on. No panic, no drama. 1 tank down each. We're now down to 5 minutes. And you're going to start to see the T67 Heavy, the AMX, and to an extent the ST1 start carrying on in chat. We're starting to get the oh my gods from the garage, but the Tiger is unmoved. He's sat there and he's just farming up the E50. So the E50 is angling towards the other E50, but he's already been shot up the arse hard by a grill and doesn't seem to bother him particularly. Well, yep, okay. Next. So all's good, we're 3-all, but what you need to watch in this game is not the IS4 who's getting shot in the ass, it's actually the Waffle. So on the other team is another guy playing a TD, and he is playing superbly, just superbly. He's been getting on and quietly doing the business, just like the Tiger from the back. And the pair of them have been farming up this map absolutely deluxe from different angles, and there he is right at the back there. He's not actually moved off spawn, and that's absolutely no criticism. That guy is sat in the right place all game, and when you see his damage at the end, he will fully understand what he's done and how bloody unfortunate he is to lose this game. And the Tiger was telling me straight after, he actually messaged the guy and said, look, you played great, couldn't have done more, and indeed he could not have done more. So the team from the garage is having a debate about what the Tiger should be doing, and the Tiger is not giving a rat's arse about the advice, which ranges everything from using premium ammunition to stopping, to watching his time, to going left, going right, climbing a mountain, whatever. The Tiger is just like, yeah, whatever, you're in the garage, I'm playing. I think at some point one of the guys goes, can you be quiet please, the guy's trying to think, and indeed he is. So he's got a Chieftain Mark 6 thing trundling around, and he's got, oh look, T57 says total idiot knob. The AMX says no. Anyway, he's got Chieftain hanging around. He's got Waffle hanging around. Both of them in concert can clearly take him out. He can take a good whack off of one of them, but that's it. So he's got to be really careful here, and he's doing exactly the right thing. So there you go, gets a HE roll into the Waffle. I think he's slightly unlucky not to clear him there, to be absolutely honest, but there you go. He doesn't know where the premium tank is, so he's just taking his time. And people are saying time, and if you watch my channel you would have heard the various rants I've had about patience and timing in game. There is no rush. 1 minute 46, you know, count 1 and 20, 2 and 20, 3 and 20. It is an age in Blitz. And Tiger knows that. This guy is pretty much playing Tier X day in, day out. That's what he does. So he's not in a rush to YOLO or do anything. And you notice that the poor old guy in the Waffle is just gone on chat and put his damage up and gone, great, you know, what else could I possibly do? And we've all been there, and that hurts. But nevertheless, the Tiger will move up onto the top of this hill. He's on 5.1k. He could probably take a shot, but why do it? He's done exactly the right thing. He's spotted up. He's got one eye on the clock. He's cool as. He's got 47 seconds. The grill's a mobile machine. It's not like he can't catch this guy. He's just basically sizing him up. The team's getting emotional, and the Tiger's having a cup of tea and some Swiss cheese and doing his thing and just popping the last one. And there you go. OMFG. Well done. Finally. So anyway, I watched the battle results, and the Tiger gets a first for this, which is pretty damn tough for 5.6k. Huge carry. The poor old Waffle, I mean, worthy notice to him. 6.2k damage, losing team. T57, yeah, well done, buddy. And also AMX, yeah, you contributed 734 damage between you. No justice in this world. The poor old Waffle, all that damage on the losing side. So well played to both TDs in that game. Cracking game. Wanted to show it. Shows exactly how a TD can be played strategically, especially at a higher tier. Second game out is the AK-47 assault rifle. And the AK-47 assault rifle is well known within our clan for pretty much driving a lot of tanks, but specialises in the ISU152, which he claims is a Russian assault tank, and don't get me wrong, that has historical provenance and is entirely right. And boy does he drive that like a Russian assault tank. Well, he drives his Borsig in this game in pretty much the same way. I did watch this game and have a good chuckle to myself, because I know the way the guy plays, and I love the way he plays as well. So he's gonna push this corner. He's not going to camp. He's not going to use camo. He's going to push the corner. But VK is a total noob and has pushed with him. But for all of that, he's going to use him to hold this corner. T44 was an ambitious boy and got a nice dose for his troubles as he pushed on through there. And this is going to be an exercise in farming up on the corner. And fair enough, he takes a hit there for 237, but what you've got to bear in mind is it's going to give a knockback of 600 alpha plus, and he doesn't mind. In between times he's using the VK to take the knocks, and then poking out and delivering a truckload of nasty damage. So he's done 1.9k, pretty much holding a corner with the VK. So far so good. But herein lies the typical thing in Blitz, and that is it's never quite what you think it is. And the AK-47 is going to push on like a absolute boss here and assault tank his Borsig up this hill. And I'm watching this just with my head in my hands going, oh my god, what is he doing? But there is, believe it or not, method to his madness. So he's got the T-28 Defender down there. Ram kills T-54 lightweight, It's the first, I believe, I'd have to watch it back in slow-mo, I believe that's the first Borsig ram kill I ever saw in my entire existence. But fair enough, I'm not sure he even meant it. I mean, the guy rammed him. But anyway, for all of that, we've got a T28 defender down there who is having an exceptionally good game. And both of these replays do actually show you that Blitz is not always a fair game. You know, you can do wicked damage and lose. And the guy down there in the T28 defender is a guy called Ninja, and he is a really excellent player. He plays for the Immortal clan, and he is pretty much carrying his arse off down there in the dip. So there we go. Now the assault rifle's basically now gone into phase 2 of the game, where he's basically being careful. Which is weird, because according to all good practice in TDs, you camp at the start and then you YOLO at the end. But the assault rifle's playing it situationally and in almost total reverse to good practice, or whatever you want to call it. So we're now down to a 2-on-1, but the Borsig is pretty low health. T28 defender's got a nasty clip in it, and the Comet is not in a good way either. So everyone's going go base. I think the VK's still in the game. Yeah, he's still in the game. Spoiler alert, he's not going to be for long. And we're just going to have a little interlude and a little dance here, where the T28 defender is really quite happy held down on his dip. The two medium stroke light tanks are low hit points, so both one shots, and the Borsig is not in particularly good health either. Well, what the AK-47 is going to do is have a good look down this fire corridor whilst the defender's distracted, and cap him inside the turret, which is nice. The defender, to be fair to him, was doing the right thing. He was clearing the tank. He popped up, took out the VK, but unfortunately for him took one in the side of the turret just as he did it. Now I love this little piece of play which is about to come up. So the AK-47 assault rifle is basically telling the Comet to hold, which is exactly the right thing. All the Comet needs to do is hold. He just needs to stay where he is and spot up the T28. You then need two angles, and if you ever play this game a lot, if you're ever on a 2-on-1, this is exactly the right thing to do. You gotta, one of you spot the guy up, the other one get round the back. If you attack single file in a straight line, especially if you're playing a T28 defender which can clip you out, then you're going to lose. So that's what he's done, and the Comet miraculously is listening, which is fantastic. The VK-4502A, who was a noob from the start, is basically going F that, F that, F that, YOLO, die. In a bit you'll get time, knobs, whatever. 1 minute 40 left in the game. Loads and loads and loads and loads of time. And all that's going to have to happen here is that the Comet's just going to have to hold in place, keep that defender spotted up, and wait for the assault rifle to get round the back, set up his shot, and unleash all merry bloody hell into the back of the defender. And that, boys and girls, is exactly what's going to happen. Here we go. Spot him up. Comet drives past. Yep, lovely. Great game. 4k damage, no worries at all. Worked excellently with the Comet at the end. Good to see that Blitz isn't totally infected with total noobs who don't know what they're doing. So worthy mention to the Comet. Great work from the assault rifle, and also, again, T28 must be tearing his absolute hair out after that game, given how well he played, the damage numbers he put down, and where he ended up at the end. So great job, mate. Thank you very much. Third game's a bit of a surprise, and it's some absolute idiot in our clan called Tshep0071, and I don't know how he got in here. He keeps sending me his replays, and I just keep rejecting them because they're poor quality, quite frankly. Anyway, he's playing on Winter Malinoka, and he's playing with a team but within that is a guy from the Fuzz clan who's driving VK101P. And one of the rules I tend to like to follow in Blitz is, frankly, if you get in a team with a recognised clan, especially if the guy from the recognised clan who you get on with the Fuzz guys are all good players, knows what he's doing and is driving a particularly nicely OP German tank, is to follow. And that's exactly what Tshep0071 has done here, having got a little bit blocked by an IS6 and tried to hold his patience and not call the guy a twat and generally respect the other players. Anyway, so we've got Bulldog at the back. Hello, Bulldog. Camo on the move, all the good things that a Bulldog can do, sat there. Unfortunately, couldn't splash my heat because on this map there's some really annoying fences where the shell hits them and just dissipates. So there you go. So the teams all pushed up left. They've all gone heavy route. The Borsig's basically sat at the back having a good look. The VK101P, by the way, is going to hold like an absolute boss throughout the game. Give the Borsig lots of shots. Crappy shot into the track of the low. Take one off the Tiger. Things is not good. Borsig is now side scraping. It doesn't side scrape, by the way. I'm just hiding behind a rock. But there you go. The ISU152 pushes round with the ISU152, 621 into the side of him. But for all of that, he clears out the other tank. And now he's going to look at Tshep in his Borsig. Tshep's thinking, this ain't good. Let's hope we take one on the tracks here. Yeah, and actually, we do. So, nice dose of alpha into the poor old Borsig, but the tank is still in the game. Now, at this point, the Reds failed to consider that there's still a Borsig in the game. It may be low hit points, but nevertheless, it is still very, very much alive. And they push around. So my mate in the VK is pushed around the corner, and he's going to hold those guys there like a boss. And while he's doing that, I'm going to farm the arse of the Dracula. No worries at all. The low is low hit points. No pun intended. The T-34 is going to back up, and this probably decides it. There you go. Bang. 631 into him, and it's easy from here for the rest of the guys. It's just done. Love that game. Big thanks to the Fuzz guy. Held like an absolute boss, and again you can see how you can drive a TD, just work in concert with either your heavies or your meds, lay down your damage, not necessarily carry a game, but just support the team, put in your damage, get it done, and what a difference it makes to have a guy on the team who freaking knows what he's doing. Big thanks to Henka for that game. And the final game, Inziderp Daris, without ego, having put my own game in a sub replay. It's my channel. SU152, the Marrrrvel, driving a Russian tank, because basically we've all been driving German recently. He likes to be different, so he's driving this thing. So he's playing the god-awful Fort Despair map at a high tier, and this map's kind of fun, I think, at tier 3, but I mean, really, at this tier? Okay, fine. So he's having a good look around. It's not really a particularly great map for a TD. It's not big. You're not licking your lips like, you know, on Normandy or any of the bigger maps. It's vaguely better than Himmelsdorf. Who's to say? But anyway, he's going to go heavy route. So in this case, he's chosen to support his heavies, or his meds and lights. And this is kind of both a good decision and a bad one in many ways, as you'll see. Not situationally that it's the wrong choice, just that the heavies are noobs. There's no accounting for that in life, is there? So effectively, he's playing it cautious, and he's going to hold this corner nicely. So he's 950 damage in. The maneuver is pushed round, and you have to wonder why. I mean, he's already been twatted hard by an ISU, and yet he still persists. Look where he died. He's not in any kind of cover. He's just sat there. The Marrrrvel pushes round, sticks one in the side of the T25AT, who can consider himself slightly unlucky for getting snapshotted by an ISU. So 50% skill from the Marrrrvel and 50% bad luck for the AT. Lovely shot into the side of the Yarg, who's clearly not feeling the love for life at the moment. And you can literally see the Marrrrvel here having a good thing. Look, you can see his thought process. It's like, yeah, 3 damage over there. Yeah, maybe he could probably go there. No, thinks the Marrrrvel. No, I better help the Glacial, he thinks. Glacial's scared of a tiger. Okay, so pops around the corner, puts one in the tiger, and he's thinking, Glacial will push, right? No, he's not going to push tiger. He's gonna, he's supremely patient, is the Glacial. He's not either angled up or doing damage. He's going to come out freaking sideways, and the Marrrrvel's just like, oh my good god, and takes out the tiger having been blocked. The Glacial then takes on the IS-5 by going at him sideways, finally remembers to face hug, doesn't put himself between the ISU and the IS-5, which leaves the Marrrrvel in a wonderful position, and the Marrrrvel's like, yeah, well, cheers dude, thank you very much, thank you for letting him push me, that's flaming awesome. Needs to take a shot on the IS-5, those things are bloody slopey. He gets a shot on the side for his pains, the poor bugger, who eventually gets killed by the Glacial. And someone makes an absolutely astute comment about the Glacial at the game. Freaking idiot. Anyway, 4.3k damage, really well played, mate. I had to put it in because it just made me chuckle that you got so badly stitched up by the Glacial at the end. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Sub replays. Cheers, guys. Bye.